Hello, today is Wednesday, December 28th, 2024. My name's Daniel Mullany, and behind the camera again, Nico Greina. And we're here to film a video source inspection of a fully remanufactured 880S spin rinse dryer. Our customer is located here in the United States, and their PO number is 2072268. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and get the process started on this spin rinse dryer and then discuss it as we run. In our top chamber, we have a wafer load here of 150 millimeter wafers. The customer is not actually going to be running 150 millimeter, but we only have one of their cassettes in here, so we're just using a placeholder rotor to demonstrate this chamber. This bottom chamber is the product that's actually being shipped. Here we're going to be running 3-inch by 3-inch of these square substrates. And so this is a custom rotor. It's not the standard application that you're used to seeing with semiconductor wafers, but that is one of the beauties of a spin rinse dryer, is you're able to really run, rinse, and dry any kind of product in the SRD. And we're actually seeing a lot of that right now as we're seeing the bio and semiconductor sector merging together. There's a lot of opportunity for using semiconductor equipment to perform bio processes now. But one of the difficult parts is how do we match up the handling between these two industries? In bio, you're not going to be using traditional semiconductor style wafers, and same for semiconductor, you're not going to be using traditional bio handling type products. And so what we've done is we've stepped in and helped our customers come up with a lot of solutions on that front in order to help merge those two sectors. So that way you can start doing your bio products using semiconductor equipment. Okay, and so now we have already completed our rinse process on the top chamber. The bottom chamber is going to be finished with there in about 5 seconds, and we're already moving into dry. I'm going to wait to watch the purge happen on the bottom chamber. Okay, we ramped up to high RPM. It's an extremely smooth run right there. Everything's looking great. I'm coming to the back of the system now as well, and I see no leaks, and I can see that the water recirculation options are working properly. I was just able to turn them on and off from the back of the system, so that looks good. And then we have our tag here for our system serial number to be identified by our customer on arrival if they'd like, and this is system SRD-01655. Okay, everything's looking great so far with this process. Okay, and so in order for us to provide such high quality remanufactured equipment, because when you look at the system, it looks like new. And that's because so many of the parts have been changed out, and it's because of our extensive rebuild process. On every single SRD that we touch, whether it's a system that's being sold from our inventory that we're performing our refurbishment process on, or if it's a system that you're sending to us for the full makeover, we're going to send it through the same exact process, which includes chemically cleaning and electropolishing all the metal parts, rebuilding all the components, replacing all the consumables, and going through extensive QC the entire way, whether it's at the very beginning of our process, whether it's in our wet test area, or in our final test, to make sure that every system that leaves our building is in the same like new condition. And all of our tools are backed by our Sitek guarantee of a 1-year warranty. All right, so now what we're doing is we're dropping down into our dry 2 phase here. Dry 1 is our high RPM step that we first sling the majority of the water off of our cassette and substrates. When you're spinning at 1800 RPM, that's quite quick, and you can actually see the water kind of slinging off the rotor inside the chamber. After we run there for a couple minutes, we're gonna slow down our RPMs. We're only at about 500 right now, exactly 500 in both chambers. And we're letting the heating elements complete the drying process. So we've got heater blankets on the bowl, and we've got heater and nitrogen heater up here in about the 2 o'clock position. Those two are combining to create a warm environment where we're going to evaporate all the rest of the water outside out of the chamber, and that's going to result in the best condition for the substrate surface with the least amount of surface contamination added by the drying process. Okay, so everything's looking good right now as well still. I can see that all of the correct components have been actuating on screen with our touchscreen controllers. I can also see that the bowl heater has currently turned off on the bottom chamber. That lets us know that we reached temperature and the bowl heater is now off, so that way we can cool down. That's how the system regulates its blanket heaters, is by heating to a set point and then turning on and off as we go in order to maintain a consistent temperature for the bowl heat. And so, in order for us to perform these high quality refurbishments, that means we also have to have every part and service needed to make that happen. So anything that you need in order to upkeep your spin rinse dryers in the field, we're capable of helping you with. Whether you need a service for a controller repair, a servo drive repair, or a motor repair, or if you need to purchase a part such as a consumable like a window, door seal, a DI water gasket, any consumable there, or if one of your components has failed, such as your tach sensor, your rotor upright positioner, or your high purity pneumatic valves. We're able to provide all of those parts as plug and play replacements to your current spin rinse dryer. And we're going to work with you to make sure that the proper parts and the proper services are what you need in order to get your system back up and running. Because one thing that we know is that maintaining a wafer fab is very difficult. Anytime you have a problem, you've got to gown up, get into the fab, open up the system, try to figure out what's wrong with it. Maybe schedule facilities to pull the tool offline. Try to get in touch with a vendor on a tool that you have that's 30 years old. Try to order the right part. Maybe the wrong part comes. Maybe it doesn't work when it arrives. All of those hassles lead into a really difficult time with maintaining wafer fab equipment, and we understand that. So our job and our goal is to make your wafer drying a breeze. We want to make it as easy as possible for you. So from the moment that you have a problem with your system, to then picking up the phone to calling Sitek, to identifying the right part, and having training videos on YouTube for how to install them. Every step of the way, we're going to try to make your life as easy as possible. Because again, we know it's hard. So we're going to try to make that part easy. All right, so we still got a little over a minute, about a minute and a half as well in the bottom chamber. And so I'll take a minute to talk about some of the products that Sitek offers and has that aren't spin rinse dryers. We're definitely known as the #1 spin rinse dryer company for semiconductor, but we also provide other types of equipment that can be beneficial to you as well. One example of those would be a mask cleaner. That would be a high pressure wash system where you take your mask, you load it onto a chuck, and then when you press start on the system, the chuck's going to start spinning and high pressure is going to oscillate back and forth to blast off any residual particles or photoresist that might have migrated to your mask. These are typically used, especially used when you have any type of contact alignment systems, because it's a high chance that you're going to have some of that resist transfer over to the masks, and this will be a great way for you to clean them in a consistent manner. Instead of having an operator, rinse it off, use some IPA, try to scrub it, and really give you inconsistent results, as well as having potential abrasion to the mask surface, we're going to semi-automate that process by using a high-pressure wash system. And we have a variety of those available. We also specialize in cassette cleaning equipment. We have become the OEM for the HTC box washers, and we have all the parts that you need to support those systems. So whether or not you have an HTC 4000, 8000, 8010, 8020, 8030, all of those models are supported by us. If you have any need for those parts, give us a call and we can help you out. All right, so our top chamber has completed now. Again, this is just a demo chamber using one of our 6-inch rotors and cassettes, but the cassette has come out warm and all of the substrates are dry. Coming now to the bottom chamber. Again, I can feel the air purging in warm. The cassette is also warm, and all of our substrates are dry and ready for the next step in a manufacturing process. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to view our video source inspection for today. Again, my name is Daniel, and this is filmed for Sitek. While you're here, please check out some more of the videos on our YouTube channel or go to our website at sitekprocess.com. But what we prefer most is just pick up the phone and give us a call at 916-797-9000, and to reach me directly, dial extension 2201. Have a great day.